Hello everyone. For today's lesson, we're going to continue working on narrative writing. Our focus today is going to be on a short story written by Liam O'Flaherty. Our essential question is, how do I know what is important when I read? And our learning objective is to demonstrate understanding of a text through various comprehension activities. Before we begin looking at this, we need to remember, okay, what are the 7 elements? Theme, setting, character, characterization, dialogue, plot, and point of view. So in terms of knowing and trying to focus on things that are important when you are reading, these are things you should always bear in mind. The 7 elements. Furthermore, you might also be conscious of your tone, mood, and also make note of the different sensory language examples throughout the short story. Very good. So, like always, I would suggest that you use your red pen to create your titles and you write this down into your interactive notebook in terms of your title for today's lesson and your essential question learning objective. So like I said, we're going to be focusing on a short story by Liam O'Flaherty. The title of it is The Sniper. Background information about the short story is here on your screen. You should make note of this in your interactive notebook. This short story is set in Dublin in Ireland in the 1920s during a time of bitter civil war. On one side were the Irish Republicans, the IRA, and they wanted all of Ireland to become a republic, totally free from Britain and from British rule. On the other side, there was the Free Staters, and they had compromised with Britain and had agreed to allow the English to continue to rule 6 of their counties in the northern province of Ulster. Some of you may know that part of Ireland is still part of the British Empire, or the UK. And this is Northern Ireland. So a small section of the north of Ireland is part of England, in other words. This civil war was a very difficult time for Irish people, and a lot of people suffered during this time, during the 1920s. If you wish to do a little bit more research about this, you may log onto the website, onto Google, and put in Irish Civil War 1920s to get some information. So the setting of this short story is the Four Courts. Okay, the Four Courts would still be visible and quite an important place in Ireland, in Dublin. And the setting of this short story is here, where there would have been a lot, Dublin, where there would have been a lot of violence and a lot of fighting against one another in terms of trying to either keep Ireland in as one whole county or country, or else in terms of the compromise, those who wanted to continue with the Free State. The characters. So in this, you've got the IRA, so you've got a sniper. There's no real names in this short story, which is quite interesting. It's interesting because there's no real personal element to the story, but it's a very, very emotional story once you get through it. So the characters are, you have a sniper from the IRA, there's a man posted on a roof in Dublin, and you have the opposing sniper, the enemy gunman posted on a roof across from the IRA sniper. So basically 2 sniper enemies. Then you have the turret gunner, okay, a man shot by the IRA sniper. You have an old woman, she's the informer who betrays the position of the IRA sniper to the turret gunner, okay, so the people who are on the ground and who shoot. And then you have the unseen machine gunner, the person who fires at the IRA sniper after he leaves the roof. So these are the different characters in the short story. So what you need to do for task 1, along with making the notes in your interactive notebook, is you need to go to the audiobook and PDF that I have posted in task 1 on Google Classroom. What you can do is you can either read the PDF to yourself for the time that is allotted, or you can open the PDF and open the audiobook on YouTube, play the audiobook, and follow the PDF with your mouse or with your finger if you want to print it out. It should only take you about 10 to 15 minutes to read it, and once you have read this PDF, you move on to task 2. You have today's lesson and you have tomorrow's lesson to get this work done, so don't worry about feeling under pressure in terms of getting this task finished immediately in today's lesson. Task 2 is you complete the Google Form quiz. So you really need to do your reading for task 1, and you really need to make notes of the characters, the setting, and the background information in your interactive notebook to do well in task 2. In task 2, the Google Form quiz is focused on the 7 elements of narrative writing, but it's in terms of examining the Sniper, the short story you would have just read. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me on Google Hangout, send me an email, and I will do my best to help you out.